right?
Even do you guys know who Andrew King is?
Yes.
Yeah. Even Andrew was like, dude, you had a really great set. And I was like, he doesn't compliment anybody.
He doesn't,
ever,
yeah.
right?
If you get a compliment from Andrew King, like, hey, that was a good job, anything like that, it's like, oh, well, okay, all right.
Thanks, man.
Take that with a...
Yeah, I'm going to just put that in my back
All right,
pocket.
cool.
You know?
Absolutely.
Well, and it was cool because on Thursday, I put together a show for a guy, this guy Eric Brown from St. Louis. He was featuring at the Diamond Joe and at Penguins, but he didn't have anything to do on Thursday. He's like, hey, can you give me a show? And I was like, yeah, I think so. So I talked to Andrew, and I was like, hey, can we do like a little show there? So me and Todd opened for him, and it was mainly comedians who have heard my jokes, you know? Mm-hmm. And it just was not... It just didn't go well, you know? And so I went from like a really bad set on Thursday to a really good set on Saturday. So that was nice.
There you go. Well, that's the thing. You can't, I mean, you said the crowd was mostly comedians on Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah.
So you can't really base anything off of that.
Well, and they're all jokes they've heard that I know work, you know?
Right.
It just didn't really work there because everybody knew the punchlines and like, they know the jokes. So.
Right. And if anything, what I've seen from shows I've done in front of mostly comedian crowds, they're being so heavily analytical over everything you're saying that they're not there to enjoy what you're saying. They're there to tear it apart and go, okay, how is that like, you know, something somebody else said or something I could have made better, you know, that kind of thing.
Right.
So, I mean, afterwards, you know, they'll give you like tips and tricks, like here's how to work this out or make this better, whatever. But for the most part, while the show's going on, they'll give pity laughs. Yeah, you know. So you can't always. You
did that show that we did with Gideon a few years ago, right?
Over at the Black Hawk Room? Yeah.
That was awful, dude. I remember doing that show and I was like, oh man. I remember like when I first started out, like 6 years ago or whatever, thinking like, oh, once you start doing showcases and stuff, like that's when comedy gets good. Yeah. And then like, you know, I did that one like 7 months in or 8 months in. I was like, oh, this is still not good. You know?
Well, that was...
But that was a weird... Like,
that was...
Everybody there was for Gideon, who's a cleaner comic, and I'm not a clean comic by any means.
I think we started off the night with a couple... Somebody had a couple, like, dead baby jokes, a couple rape jokes and shit like that, and then...
Was Krause a part of that show?
Krause put it together.
I was there. I remember being there.
Ed was on it. And so it was just like... The crowd hated everybody.
Oh yeah, no,
they didn't hate us, but they're just like, no.
And that's the thing. I don't have particularly like dirty material, but at the same time, even at that show, I felt like, oh my god, like I may as well have come up here and done like desecrated a sacred monument or something like that in front of these people. They're just like, how could you? Jeez, sorry. And I stepped off and you know, Gideon got up there and did his set, and everyone's like, oh my god, you're the best.
He's so good from New York. From here, but then also from New York.
And that's nothing against Gideon. He's just, he's got...
To be fair, he is good. He's very good. Absolutely. Very talented comic.
It's just, I don't know, I don't want to say like, oh, it's like putting Seinfeld with you know, this guy over here, because we are in no shape or form in those guys' playing fields. But it was very much, one of us is doing fast pitch and the other one's doing softball. Like different brands of the game entirely.
I don't think I've actually done comedy since that show that we did at the Black Hawk Room. It's been a while. I need to write new stuff.
Well, for me, it had been forever since before that show. That was supposed to be my like coming back
big
into
return.
it. I'm like, all right, here we go. And then after that, I was just like, yeah, I might hide out for a while.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you guys in another 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know though. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or not, but I don't know, when it came to local stuff, it felt good because going out to the shows, you know, you see those couple faces like Dustin Lee and And James Draper and you guys, for me, were very much like, these are the guys that I want to be next to or be in the group with, chit-chatting. And then there are other people that, like, that person's foreign to me. Like, I know that they've done stand-up because I've seen them in Facebook posts and stuff like that, but and seen them on stage a few times here and there, but for the most part, not very familiar with them, And then I'd show up, you guys are there, it's like, okay, feel a little bit comfortable. But for the most part, I never felt like, and this isn't like a sob story or anything like that, but I never felt like I had, I don't know, I guess the group mentality that some other comics have, like, oh, we got to get this guy in, that guy in, that guy. I never felt like my name was thrown in there. I always felt like, oh, we need somebody to fill in. Hey, are you busy? That kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, I guess. I never felt like the so much the camaraderie aspect. But then again, to my detriment, I kind of dipped out for long periods of time, too, and kind of spent a lot more time away.
Yeah, I think if you... I think if you started doing it, even, going to the occasional mic once a week or once every 2 weeks, then you'd be back in people's peripheral. But I think, after a certain while, people are just like, well, he doesn't do comedy anymore. Right. So I'm not going to ask somebody who doesn't do comedy to do comedy. Oh, have we talked about on the thing, not to brag again, but I got booked to feature for Screech.
Nice.
In a few weeks.
There we go.
What?
Yeah.
I did.
In Evansville?
No, it's in Keokuk.
Ah, there you go.
The great metropolis of Keokuk.
A town of 500.
100?
Yeah, no, I thought there's just
I
five.
was waiting for
5.
There's a town of 5 yaks. No, it's just a town of 5.
There's 3 goats.
Oh, people.
So a friend of mine was like, dude, how'd you get that Screech gig? And I was like, I just messaged the guy who asked if somebody would open for him.
Yeah.
I was like, and I talked to people afterwards. I talked to Donnie afterwards, and I was like, yeah, they're paying me, but like not a whole lot. He's like, dude, you should have went way higher with your... Nobody's going to fucking listen to this. But I was like, well,
optimism.
I messaged the guy who he posted in Iowa Comedians.
Yeah,
he's like, hey, the guy put Screech, aka Dustin Diamond. Like, we don't know who the fuck Dustin Diamond is.
Right. Which is funny though, because if you say Dustin Diamond, people are like, huh? But if you say Screech, people are like, oh, Screech.
You're right. So they're like, we need somebody open, and I was like, look, I can open, and he's like, he didn't really tell me like how much time he wanted, and he's like, we got a guy doing 15. I was like, so do you want me to do like 20? Like what are you asking?
Right.
He's like, we got a local guy doing 15. I was like, so you want me to do more time than that? Is that? I was like, I'll do 20 to 25 if you want, but like, I was like, he told me more about it, and he's like, it's a charity show, and I was like, well, I'm guessing you guys aren't gonna pay if it's a charity show. You're probably, and he's like, no, we're gonna pay. But then he said charity, and I was like, so I just like really underbid. I was like, I'll do it for like $25. He's like, let me go ask, the people. And Danny was like, you should ask for 100 at least, because then if they say no, like, you can at least, go down, haggle them down or whatever. But I just thought, well, like, I don't know, there's 500 people in that group, like.
Right.
Maybe they'll just get somebody else who's willing to travel for free. And
right.
So I just like took it.
Now
because look, I'm not gonna like put open for Screech as a credit of mine.
Right. Well,
open for former
Saved by the Bell
That
star.
was it. I remember. I was a child of the 90s.
Well, Screech is supposed to perform over in Davenport for Blacklist.
What was the name of that bar?
It was Stickman's. Now it's something else. But yeah, he like showed up, and so did the police.
Oh yeah, no. Now it's something else. I remember the sign out front. It said, "I think it's vacant."
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I painted a whole mural on the side.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember that. Never got paid.
No shit.
Never got paid.
Jesus.
Who didn't get paid?
Me for painting
what?
that mural on the side of Sigmund's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never saw any money from that.
You painted that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I have some talent in these fingies.
No,
Chance the Raptor.
Chance the Raptor.
Chance the Raptor.
Which I still want to try and get him to sign. I have a couple more projects that I want to start working on
saw
in the
the
same
original?
vein. What?
You saw the original somewhere?
Yeah. I tore it out of my notebook the other day.
I swear to God, if we can get Chance the Rapper to like, I almost called him Chance the Raptor.
No, I call him Chance the Raptor all the
Have you asked him yet?
If we could get Chance, if we could get
messaging
Chance
him.
the Rapper to agree to sign it, I will drive you to Chicago to like meet this guy. And
he had
sign
a
it.
couple like meet and greets at like a museum
Yeah.
of something. I can't remember which one, but he did a couple, and tickets were only $20. And I was like, I should go,
Right.
But I can't because I can't get the time off from work, and it's at an inconvenient time, and it's a bummer. I should have gone to the premiere of his new movie Slice in Chicago, which
yeah.
he was there at, just hanging out. Should have taken it there, but again,
If I can take Jake to Chicago to fly out and go to Los Angeles, I can take you there to meet a Raptor.
that's true. I am going October 27th to Chicago to see a band, not Chance the Rapper, but
Chance the Rapper is not a band.
Chance Acid Raptor. That was my original caption, and then it fucking blew up. It blew up. My brother saw somebody had posted the same thing the other day with someone went Chance the Dinosaur, and then somebody retweeted it with the caption Chance the Raptor,
Right.
and it got like 6,000 retweets and
Nice.
4,000 or so comments. And my brother was just like, "Yeah, my brother did the original one."
Right.
So I just looked up the picture, and somebody posted it. I'm guessing you're not Toby Keith.
Definitely not Toby Keith.
Somebody in the comments of this picture said, "Now draw a LeBrontosaurus."
That's actually one of my next projects. I want to work on LeBrontosaurus James. I also want to do John Mulaney.
Oh, there we go. Oh, now I just want to see a cow with big old ears.
Yeah, it's John Mulaney as a cow, just his face, but like on a cow body with like a little hay sticking out the side.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There were some other ones
Oh my god.
that I had come up with that I can't remember. Jennifer Lopez dispenser. Jennifer Lawrence of Arabia.
Ooh. Oh fuck. If you could tell you what, if you can get these drawn and we can get like tweets out to these people, say, "Hey, where you at? We want to have you sign these." And just meet up with
you
them
mean
and
like-
have them signed. I don't give a shit. I will drive you to California.
Oh, you mean like this tweet right here?
Bang bang skeet skeet. Any chance? Ooh.
I'm sure he's seen. I tagged him in the original. I gotta find it. It's way deep in my Instagram.
That's what I love. I don't really understand Twitter that much,
Yeah.
but what I love about it is you can just like, you have a direct line to anybody. You know,
Right.
obviously they have to see it, but like
Right.
maybe something like this, he'd be like, he'll just get in Ian's DMs,
Right.
you know, and be like, "Sup, dude? I'll sign that for you." He seems like a cool dude.
That's the other reason I wanted to see if I can get him to sign it, because I feel like he's gonna be like, "Yeah, absolutely, I'll."
He'll probably do something like douchey, like, "Hey man, I'll sign it, but you have to come and be backstage at my next concert in Chicago."
Oh, cry me a fucking river.
Yeah,
Let's go.
shit. Oh, damn it.
I mean, if you can swing that, I guess I'll sign it for you. That's how he sounds, actually.
It's bad now because I'm trying to think of puns for celebrities that I want you to draw so I can.
So I can reap the benefit.
Right.
I'm getting close to it.
CM Punkle Fest.
There it is. This is the original. This is the original drawing that I put on Facebook.
Yes.
Or not Facebook, Instagram. That I've linked people to. And I've tagged I believe I tagged Chance the Rapper in it.
Nice.
I can't believe that only has 51 likes. How about Ben